Welcome to Pucked Up Hockey Moms, where the arenas are freezing, the group chats are unhinged, and the parenting, well, let's just say we're doing our best. I'm Amanda, hockey mom, chaos wrangler, and proud captain of the Bad Mom Squad.
And I'm Brittany, mom of three, two who play hockey, expert at juggling carpools, cold coffee, and the occasional emotional breakdown in the arena parking lot.
We're here to spill the tea on what it really means to raise hockey kids, from politics in the stands to mental health, bad calls, and everything in between. No filters, no fluff, just the truth. With a side of sarcasm.
And yeah, we're laughing through the madness, because if we didn't, we'd be crying into a damp mitt left in the trunk since last season.
So if you've ever screamed, "Move your feet," while secretly Googling the rules mid-game, you're our people.
This is Pucked Up Hockey Moms.
Let's get into it. Welcome back to Pucked Up Hockey Moms. I'm your host, Amanda.
And I'm Brittany.
And this week, we're breaking down all the parent stereotypes. We all know those hockey parents. I know who I am.
I know who I am.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll let you guys guess. I feel
We're not the same.
Mine's blatantly obvious. Last week, we broke down Karen and Karenisms. Because everybody has an inner Karen, let's be clear. It just is what it is. So I would love for everyone to comment and share their own stereotypes, whether you've heard them here or there are more on the socials. Yeah, let's recap on Karen.
There was a lot to that one.
I mean, the feedback was good. I haven't had any Karens hit me up and be like, rude.
Yeah, no one was offended. That's good.
So far,
took it to heart.
I got a lot of laughter out of it, which was pretty decent.
Which it is. It's all in fun.
Yeah. As long as you take it as it's meant, we're not actually meaning that people named Karen are awful people. They're not. Us middle-aged white women, though, we have issues.
No matter what your name is.
We can say that now because we're middle-aged white women.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. So that's why we're Karens, apparently. So Karens are loud, over-involved, always have an opinion for the coach or the refs, or passive-aggressive to all the other parents, or maybe not so passive.
Yeah, they think they're being passive-aggressive, but it doesn't come across that way.
Yeah. I don't have so much of the passive. Maybe just aggressive.
Just pretty out with it. If I have an opinion, you're going to hear it.
Unless I'm at work, because, I have to pay my mortgage.
Yeah.
There's certain things where you just can't say that and still keep a job.
You just have to learn when to filter out your inner and outer thoughts.
Yeah, I only do that at work. So Karen's stormed the bench to argue about her kid's ice time mid-practice. Karen corners the coach for some constructive feedback. Might not be so constructive, and maybe your kid doesn't play for that association next year. No big deal. And the one who yells, "That's a penalty," even in warm-up.
I don't think I've heard that before.
In warm-up, I haven't.
No.
I've definitely yelled, "That's a penalty," in playoffs and super competitive games because sometimes refs be blind.
I've yelled, "That's a penalty."
Billions of times on both sides.
Probably once a game.
And on both sides.
All sports, I think.
It's been missed on the other side. So I don't care. Be heavy-handed on equally or light-handed equally.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not making fun of refs today, guys. Sorry. Okay, so the next stereotype we're breaking into is the chill Zen parent. Description of that one. Nothing rattles them. The kids could be upside down on the ice. They're sipping their coffee like it's a spa day.
Yeah, that's not me.
I'm sipping my coffee. Or
my tea.
Spiked coffee.
But it's not a spa day, that's for sure.
They might not know the score, but they definitely know the best Starbucks drive-thru. I always know the score, and I always know where the best Starbucks drive-thru is, or the best Starbucks.
Or the one closest to the rink, at least.
Because Starbucks has the cleanest bathrooms.
That's true.
Ever. Especially during COVID. You could still use Starbucks bathrooms, and they would be, the only place that would let you in.
Yeah.
And I had no problem buying something to urinate. That's fine by me.
You're going to buy something anyway.
I mean,
let's be honest.
It was purely so I could pee, and I just needed some caffeine. Oops.
It works.
I mean, right?
Same place.
Anyway, the chill parent famous line. What's that?
It's just a game, right?
It's always just a game. It's just for fun. It doesn't matter. Other parents are losing their minds. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ready to throw bows.
And there's an age where it is just a game. So that's how every parent should be.
Yeah.
It is just a game. It's children playing a game that they love.
It's always just a game. I mean,
When you get older and you're paying more into it and you're into more of the competitive stuff, then it's harder to be a zen parent, I think, at the point. Because you're like, do you know how much money we paid to be in this tournament?
I mean,
bust your ass.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody goes to play a game to purposely lose.
No.
So you have to have some interest in actually trying. Otherwise, you should just stay home and play tic-tac-toe with yourself. I mean, or crossword or Sudoku. Those are things that you could do if you're not interested in playing a team sport. Yeah. But a Zen parent, definitely, you could possibly blend this type of parent with the parent who has no clue of the schedule, what time the game starts, why you should be there an hour early.
Yeah.
And what actual rink they're at.
Or the ones that walk in like 15 minutes early, just like nothing. Like, their Starbucks in hand, and like that's just when they're supposed to be there. There's no rush. There's no like urgency or anything. It's just, we're here.
They have no idea if their kids have packed their water bottle. And, you know, their kids in the dressing room like half dressed and might have missed their jersey. And they're like, well.
Really not me.
It's kind of like a manager's worst nightmare almost. Like, as much as you hate the Karen, like, bugging you so much when you're the manager, you actually, the Zen parent is, like, because they're, or the oblivious parent, it's almost worse because
you
at
least know Karens are on top of it.
Yeah, they're going to show up.
They're going to have everything.
Yeah, can you please get there?
Because they're going to micromanage.
Yeah, they're totally going to micromanage. But the oblivious Zen one, no clue. They might show up at the rink 2 towns over and then ask everybody in the group chat, what's happening? Why aren't we fundraising? What do we even need jerseys for? I don't know anyone like that. I've never met anyone. Number 3, the stat keeper.
Also not me.
I'm not a stat keeper. I think Sportsnet and all those other, like, they're stat keepers for professionals.
Yeah. I don't think that they're, well, I mean, I guess there should be stats for, like, when you get into the competitive or, like...
The shot clock is great if somebody knows how to count actual shots and not just, like, a shot that went 10 feet from the net, because that's not actually a shot. I mean, your kid took a shot. That's really cool. I'm really proud of you. But that didn't actually touch the goalie's pads or, like...
It wasn't a shot on the net.
Shot on the net, so it shouldn't count.
I think the only thing I've ever... And I haven't even tracked it, is just counted my kids' in whatever sport. And just a rough idea of how many maybe they've gotten. Like, I've
never actually tracked how many they've gotten. I've never tracked how many they've gotten in a season. Like, just like if I'm like, cool, they got an assist this game, that's a stat. I might know if I caught it because I'm never looking when they score.
Did you see that, Mom? Yeah.
Yes, I totally saw it. And then all the coaches are like, yeah, we know your mom missed it, so she should always look away so you can score again.
That's when you have to ask the other parents, how'd they do it?
And this is why we need to film the games so that Amanda can catch her child's replay.
There you go.
Not just for them, but for the parents that, you know, are chatting and not as intensely about the game and throwing bows in the crowd. But the stat keeper whips out a binder, or could be mixed with a bit of the goalie parent stat keeper. Sometimes these are like combined because they get out that clipboard that has like the coach's clipboard with the arena, and they're like drawing, like I've seen ones, and I'm not knocking it, it's cool. There's zero judgment here on the stereotypes, but I've seen like little dots all around the goalie by a goalie dad of like where the shots came from, and like the X's where they went in and shots that were blocked and stuff, and versus just keeping the account of the shots. It was more like...
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, that one was kind of interesting. I felt like I was watching the clipboard more than the game, that one. Mostly because my child didn't play. I was just observing.
Would that be for the reason of, like, figuring out afterwards, like, where they need to move?
For those who are not watching the video, Brittany is currently pretending to be a robot goalie.
Like, would that be the reason for keeping that kind of a stat, though?
Maybe otherwise, so that they know, like, okay, like, all the goals were on your left glove side or blocker, whatever you call it. I don't know. I am clueless. Or like your 5-hole every time, top shelf on the right. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm guessing that they can break down all the extra stats. Like, that is stat hardcore.
Yeah.
That one.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's a combo, the stat keeper and the goalie parent.
Yeah.
Which is number 4, is the goalie parent. And again, they bleed into it. But a lot of them are like, the goalie parent would be like the nervous wreck, lives on caffeine and Tums, and they're a corner dweller.
Yeah. Or right behind the net. Or like off, just off to the side of the goal.
Or they switch sides of the rink. And I totally get it because you can see your child better. Yes, the pacing. A lot, yeah, sometimes it's like, do not make eye contact with a goalie parent during a game. Do not talk to them unless you're okay with them randomly saying shitty things about the rest of the team because you're like, why did you let that get through the neutral zone? You should have shut that shit down. Like, yeah. So
I cuddled in a corner crying at every game if my kid was the goalie, I think.
I would probably still be talking as much as I do and trying not to watch.
I would be the nervous wreck.
I would be
nervous breakdown.
I would be living in the van down by the river also because I wouldn't be able to have a mortgage and pay for goalie gear.
Right. Yeah. Right.
I think. With the amount of hockey we do on top of it. Yeah. But we do love our goalie families. Some I've seen wear like noise canceling headphones to survive the stress. And we also know that some make frequent trips to the washroom or can't eat because of that. No names have been called or shouted out there at all. And then other goalie parents will brag about surviving a triple overtime without crying once, which that is a feat.
Yeah, no. Good for you on that one. I'm not strong enough for my children to be goalies.
No.
Apparently.
No. I mean, I would be bragging about the scorpion save, just like Ashley did, because that is sick as shit. And now I think every goalie needs to perform a scorpion save at least once in their life.
Yeah. I didn't even know what that was till she explained
it. I know. Now we know cool terms. We've learned a lot. I think we've learned so much in the last 30-ish episodes. So... Yeah. Stereotype 5.
The coach from the stands.
So many of these.
I mean, not to stereotype again, but this is typically dads or grandpas or uncles or male member of the family that thinks that they are the coach.
I feel like sometimes my mom thinks that she's coaching from the stands, but she doesn't say it out loud in her head because she used to coach basketball.
She does. I've sat beside her. She makes fun, but she's quiet about it.
She's very quiet.
Not, like, yelling it out or anything.
I don't know where I came from because she is very quiet. Well, my dad was really loud. So, but yeah, no, she is very quiet. But you can tell, like, she is like itching to get out there and tell them what to do. Yeah. And it's really funny.
Coach.
Yeah. Once a coach, always a coach. And a lot of the times, the dads that are coaching from the stands coach another team. They're like totally shouting play-by-plays instructions louder than the
or they've never played before.
Oh, yes.
They didn't get to play as a child for whatever reason, and now they're living vicariously through their children well.
But aren't we all?
Them. Of course.
I'm living vicariously through my children.
100%.
Because they have way better athletics than I did.
100%.
I played decently until girls were mean, and I didn't want anything to do with sports and girls. But I was never as intense, like...
No. I was with dance, but not...
Yeah, I just wasn't as good of shape as they are. Like, yeah. So I'm living vicariously through, I totally could have done this if there was girls that played hockey in my area. Like in Souk there was, like Mount Doug area, no.
Yeah.
No. It just wasn't a thing that they did.
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself. The kids of these stand coach dads are usually, if they're not used to tuning them out, like in the younger years, they're like looking between the stands and the bench.
Yeah, you can see them look up, or they'll give like a head shake if they disagree with what they're
saying.
They're
so confused, or they're trying to shake or say yes or whatever.
Or they're like throw their arms up. Like, what do you want me?
But it sometimes causes more tears than productivity.
What do you want from me?
I know. And their favorite line is "shoot," even when the puck's in the defensive zone. This may possibly only be yelled when their kid has the puck, and you'll hear them yell "pass" when every other kid has the puck.
I don't think I yell shoot more. I've yelled shoot more in 2 years of Araya playing lacrosse than I did when my son played 10 years of hockey. Because lacrosse, you got the 30-second timer. Yeah. And you're like, shoot! Like, you only have so long, and so you're constantly yelling it because they're just passing it back and forth and not shooting it. So I think I've yelled that more in lacrosse than I ever did.
Yeah.
Because hockey, they shoot more.
I was talking about this earlier with Trisha's husband, actually, and he's like, the dad that gets ejected, and then he's like, no, wait, that's just lacrosse dads. But then I was like, no, I've seen some coaches, I've seen some dads.
Moms?
I've tried to be the mom to get ejected, but so far, you've been ejected? Shut the front door. Well, it's fine. It's just a city.
Got into it with a parent on the other team.
I'm so proud of you, and I wish I knew this earlier.
I told you this. When Brandon got hit head first into the board, the ref was standing right beside him and didn't do anything, so I started yelling, and it was her kid that hit him, and then we started yelling, and then she asked me if I wanted to take it outside.
Oh, you did, but I didn't know you got ejected. Yeah. Or maybe it's just, I'm a little bit brain dead lately, and always.
I was allowed to go back. It was just for them.
I've been trying for a long time to get ejected, and not like in a mean way. You know, everyone that's met me is surprised also.
That does surprise me.
But I've known some ref and chiefs in my day, and they're like, well, we know that you mean it in good spirit. Like, I cheer passionately and not necessarily with malice or mean spirit or intent.
I think it does depend on what you say.
Yeah.
That will depend on whether you get kicked out.
I'm typically not angry. I'm just loud. Yeah.
It's just who interprets loud as angry sometimes.
And I try to avoid being anywhere near the other team when I cheer, because I've been next to a parent from the other team that's so loud. And even when you say the most innocent thing, the other team will always take that wrong.
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm like, I'm so loud. I shouldn't be allowed near another team because they're going to take everything I say offensively, even if I'm definitely not meaning it about their child.
The only situation I disagree with that in is if you've got a bunch of the parents on one team already sitting here and the other team obviously knows, well, those aren't any of our parents. Yes. And then they come and sit in your section. That's a you problem.
That is a you problem.
I will be yelling. Yeah. I'll be saying whatever I want.
When they get upset, I usually say, you know, your side's over there.
Yeah. Like, why are you sitting here?
You can't get mad at us when you're sitting on the home side for the home team and you're away.
I would still keep yelling in that case, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you're just like right there.
And a lot of times, because I enjoy talking to strangers, thus it works out for the podcast, I end up talking to the other team, which my grandpa used to say was why I never did well in basketball, because I would talk to my opponents while I was on the court. But
that doesn't make for very good gameplay now.
I just like to talk, we know. But I would talk to the otthem parents on the other team, because I'd be like, dude, your goalie is awesome. Or I'm like, wow, you guys are on fire. Like, I try to say something nice if I am going to talk to them, because them to be fighting words otherwise. So, and I always find you have the best conversations with strangers, because it doesn't really matter if they like you or not.
Yeah, I don't typically talk to strangers.
Stereotype number 6, the snack queen or king. Although I haven't seen very many snack kings. No, just candy dads, like Phil and other coaches that are big onto the candy. But they're the team fuel master, and very competitive about their snacks.
How do you mean competitive?
Like, they have a gourmet charcuterie board for a 7 p.m. game.
I've never had that. What team are you on?
Well, it's just a story I may have heard one time, that's all. I mean, that charcuterie board would make it nowhere near the children, that's for sure. I would scarf that shit down. Passive-aggressive.
Cut up oranges and stuff back in our day.
But those are the ones that give you the passive-aggressive comments about store-bought granola bars, instead of making them from scratch with love and, like, non-GMO products or something like that. I don't know the things. Parents secretly love and hate them, but the kids cheer. I'm happy when I don't have to buy the snacks or provide the snacks. And I tell my kid, pack your own snacks, because my purse is not a diaper bag anymore.
The parent who walks in with the 50 pack of Timbits after the game, that's the parent that the kids love.
Yeah, that's true.
Who doesn't want some Timbits
or pizza?
After a game, especially little kids.
Number 7.
The hype parent. Yeah. So this is the team cheerleader, the loudest clapper, the one bringing the cowbells and the horns and the loud cups.
I'm not allowed noisemakers.
I have a loud cup.
You're allowed because you're quiet. This is a self-imposed rule.
I'm not quiet at sporting events.
No, but I have self-imposed the no cowbells or like loud cup.
Oh, you put that on yourself?
I put that on myself. Oh, okay. Because I know my limits and I play within it, like the BC Lotto Gaming Commission says. Because I do appreciate people have eardrums.
Yes. I would prefer that we stick with the normal either loud cups or cowbells and not hook air horns up
to the Milwaukee battery.
Yes, exactly. To a drill battery and bring it to a 9 a.m. soccer game, hockey game, whatever you're bringing it.
Gotta love the bullhorn.
We don't need battery.
Yeah.
I'm all for making noise and cheering, but that's excessive.
We have definitely been to a tournament where someone had something like that and came to our side, because we were winning. And we were on our side, and we had some loud clapping, and we were cheering really hard. They didn't like that we were winning, or that we were happy for winning. And they brought their big-ass cowbell or bullhorn or whatever it was, and sat right beside us and started doing it in our ear. Thank God it was not beside my ear, but another mom was having some fighting words.
Yeah. I would be too.
And I was like, dude, that's just not necessary. You
have to be nice about it. If you're going to bring those things, you can't sit right next to people.
I get that you're mad that you're losing and we're cheering, but it's not like we had a 10-point bid spread. Like, we did not have, like, it was like we were winning by 2 or 3.
And was he trying to be
It was a mom.
Oh,
it was a mom.
I assumed it was a dad.
Yeah, no, she came over.
Was she just trying to be obnoxious?
Oh, yeah, she was pissed. She was pissed her kid was losing, and she thought we were making fun of them. Like, no, we were just cheering because we were happy that it was the first game we won. So, shit was going down.
Stay on your own side. Tip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good that I was farther away from that. Or maybe I wasn't even there for that game. I just remember hearing it so often that I was like, dude.
Yeah.
I don't actually love confrontation, but that one, I think I would have loved.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah. So this hype parent, they start chants from the sides, lose their voice for every tournament, and have been told once or twice to tone it down by the ref, but didn't. I've never been told to tone it down by the ref. I've had parents try and tell me to tone it down before. That only happened by that individual one time.
Jamie was told in provincials to turn it down.
He is so quiet.
Nope. He was yelling. And then the ref pointed at him and said something, and he changed what he said to sound like something different that was okay.
Huh.
Yeah. It was very quick of him to be like, I didn't say that. I said blah, blah, blah.
Well, he thinks he's so smart.
He didn't get ejected, so.
Okay, so to recap, the Karen we broke down last week, the chill zen parent or oblivious parent, the stat keeper, goalie parent, can be blended together. Coaches from the stands, snack queen or king, and the hype parent. There's one I should add. I don't know if it's necessary. It's kind of a stereotype. The hammered parent.
Ooh, what?
Like the drunk parent?
Yeah.
I'm not naming names or pointing fingers at myself. Like, I'm never drunk.
I'm not drunk. I've seen, like, actual...
I've seen some drunk ass parents
having mom juice in your coffee cup. It's not drunk.
Bailey's is hardly...
It's not multiple.
Bailey's is hardly alcohol. It's just flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you'd have to, like, you'd be in a diabetic coma before you got drunk off of Bailey's.
But if you're showing up half cut, or like cracking beers in the parking lot between periods and things like that. It's kind of like
the tailgate parent.
Frowned upon at children's parties.
The tailgate parent, which, you know, tailgating is fun.
Fun, but when it's a random game and you're just out of your car, out the back of your trunk.
I've been the buzz parent, and if I, like, at tournaments and stuff, that's a different story.
That's another episode.
That's another episode, and there's hotels and other people to drive you.
Yeah.
But on a single
You're
game
just
situation,
an elevator upstairs. That's why, like, the restaurants and pubs in hotels, that's definitely another episode, but those ones are the best, because then you only have to go up an elevator to your room.
And then fall out of the elevator and crawl down the hall. I've never done that. I've never crawled down a hotel.
Stay tuned for those stories.
Yeah, I know. I only get to essentially watch both my children on TV this year, so if I do make it out to an away game, I'm going to have to get rowdy. Or we're just going to have to, like, cheer with a lot of alcohol from home.
Which is safer.
It is safer. And cheaper.
True.
Because there's no hotels.
Also true.
Yeah. So, I guess there's the social media live streamer, too, I didn't think about. Yeah, because there's always the one, there's like, I mean, it's nice when they rotate between people to film, but there's a lot of times now that there's like the live streamer has to capture every moment. Yeah. That's one.
That's not me either.
Yeah. And the gear hoarder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that you know you can always rely on to have, like, somebody missing a glove, I got an extra. Somebody missing a shin pad, I got an extra.
You don't want to be missing the jock because nobody wants to share that.
Jocks and helmets. That's a no-go. Even gloves after. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. So which one are you? Comment, tag, DM, all the things, because we want to hear it.
Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe for bonus episodes released monthly, discounts on merch, video versions of episodes, and more.
Do that. Yeah. Because, I mean, we'll always add stuff once we figure out what stuff we're adding. So you don't want to miss out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us this week on Pucked Up Hockey Moms. We seriously appreciate you listening, laughing, and surviving the hockey mom life right alongside us.
Whether you're in the stands, stuck in carpool, or hiding in the rink bathroom for 5 minutes apiece, we see you and we're right there with you.
This episode was proudly brought to you by AAA Hockey Recruiting, your go-to for player development, showcases, and getting noticed at the next level.
Whether you're aiming for junior, prep, or NCAA, they've got the tools, the know-how, and the hookup. Check them out at AAAHockeyRecruiting.com and tell them the Bad Mom Squad sent you.
Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and stay a little bit puffed up.